Welcome back to Power and Politics. We've got more news now on the story that we've been telling you about. The Minister of Defense has now confirmed that 2 Russian aircraft circled a Canadian ship in the Black Sea. 2 Sukhoi Su-24 Russian fighter jets and 1 Antonov AN-24, which is this surveillance plane. They had a flyover as the Canadian frigate participated in a NATO exercise in the Black Sea. I think this is the 13th time this exercise has taken place. Allegedly, or not allegedly, sources are telling us they planned this exercise before the tensions with Russia rose. Nonetheless, this has been called unnecessarily provocative, and tensions will rise, said the Defense Minister. I've got the Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Defense, James Bezan, at the Winnipeg Airport on Skype to get early reaction to this. Mr. Bezan, can you tell us exactly what happened in the Black Sea?
Well, as you know, the HMCS Toronto, with about 250 sailors on board of all ranks, are in the process of joining Operation Reassurance and the exercise Sea Breeze with the United States, Ukraine, Georgia, Bulgaria, Romania, Turkey, and a number of other NATO members and countries that are surrounding the Black Sea that hold this training exercise every year to improve interoperability. And then about 7 o'clock in the morning, we had a visit, of course, as you already noted, from the Russian Air Force, who have definitely buzzed the plane from about 600 yards away at about 1,000 feet above sea level.
1,000 feet. Can you give us the details? What was the response? Obviously the Navy vessel saw these 3 planes coming. Can you tell us the sequence of events? Was it a surveillance plane first, and then the fighter jets, and how close did they come, and the reaction?
The reaction, of course, is concerned that this is a very provocative move that Russia has taken. And we don't want things to escalate. As you already noted, this was in the works for quite a while. It's an annual event, one that we're proud to participate in and help work alongside our allies in the Black Sea region. So it is disturbing that Russia would be this provocative. I think that, as the Minister has already clearly said, that we're going to continue on with this exercise and joint operation with our allies. And yeah, Russia's definitely watching what we're doing, but at the same time, the Black Sea is an international water, and we're, on top of having the exercise, going to be doing diplomacy and making ports of call visits, as we usually do with the brave men and women who serve in the Royal Canadian Navy.
Now, we understand that they did not in any way pose a threat to the Canadian ship. What, though, was the Navy's reaction when these 2 fighter jets, only 1,000 feet above sea level, as you're confirming now, buzzed this ship? Can you tell us what their reaction, what's their response in that situation?
I don't have that information to share at this point in time, Evan, but I can tell you that as a government, we are, of course, monitoring the situation closely. We're receiving all the updates from the Navy and the Canadian Armed Forces to ensure that the dialogue is happening at all levels, and that the safety of our sailors are first and foremost.
Two last questions. Were any other Navy ships from other countries, were they also buzzed? In other words, was this specifically the Canadian vessel or others as well?
At this point in time, again, I can't share any of that information, not aware of it. We were in the process of making our way to join the exercise, so just being in the Western Black Sea at this point in time. And as you know, the exercise runs from September 8th to 10th on this first exercise Sea Breeze.
Right.
And that essentially it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds when all the vessels start participating together.
Last question. Have you contacted the Russian embassy or Russian government sources? What's been the government-to-government response?
And again, I haven't been briefed from my standpoint as to what dialogue has taken place between our governments.
Okay, I got to leave it there. Thanks so much, the Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Defense from the Winnipeg Airport. We're getting him on Skype. James Bezan, always appreciate hearing from you, sir, and the confirmation, new details on that emerging. The Russian fighter jets were 1,000 feet above sea level when they buzzed the Canadian frigate HMCS Toronto at 7 a.m. in the morning yesterday, as the frigate was on exercises participating in Operation Sea Breeze, a NATO-run exercise that's run annually in international waters in the Black Sea. CBC, the Department of Defense, and the minister calling this a provocative and disturbing act.